In this video, I will show you a program how to use FileInputStream and FileOutputStream. In the previous videos, I have shown you the methods of InputStream and OutputStream classes, and also I have shown you the list of classes inheriting from them. Let us learn how to use FileInputOutputStream as well as Reader and Writer classes. So first I will explain what I am going to do in this program. I will take one file. Let us call it as test.txt. I have my folder I have been using, like my Java is my folder name. Right in this I have written one or two programs. So in that folder I will create this file. Right now file is not available, so I will create the file. I will create it using FileOutputStream. Using FileOutputStream, I will create this file and I will write some text in this one. Let us say I will write a name, that is Java, language name I will write. Then next, in the same program, I will modify the same program and I will use FileInputStream. So using this FileInputStream, I will read the contents of this file. So in this way, we will learn how we can utilize FileOutputStream for writing the data in a file and how we can use FileInputStream for reading the data from a file. Then for the same file, I will also use FileReader and FileWriter also. FileReader and FileWriter. There will not be much difference. They are similar, but most commonly used are streams because computers works in bytes. So mostly we use FileInputStream and FileOutputStream. So let us look at the program. See, this is my Java folder. I will show you directory. So I have only two files here, that is circle.class and circle.java. Later on I started NetBeans, so I don't have any Java program files here. So inside this, I will create a file that is test.txt, which will contain something. So I will go to NetBeans. Here already I have one project ready. So I will write down the code now. So inside this main method, first of all, I will create an object of FileOutputStream. FileOutputStream, FOS, new object I will create. Now here I have to mention the path where I want to store the file. So what is the path? See, C:myjava, C:\myjava. And inside this I want to create a file test.txt. So back to NetBeans. So in quotes, C:/myjava. So you have to use forward slashes. /test.txt is the file name. So instead of backward slashes, we have to use forward slashes. And you have to mention the path. If this file is in same folder where your .class file will be located, then you can just give the file name. So I am keeping it in some other folder. This class file will be created in NetBeans project folder. So it will not be in the same folder. So I am creating it inside my Java. So I give the complete path. So that's it. I have created a file, but it is showing some error. What is the error? Cannot find symbol FileOutputStream. Yes. So for accessing these classes, we have to import of java.io. And if I press dot, you can see all the set of classes present in this IO package. So the class that we are using is FileOutputStream. This one we are using. So it's better you mention only those classes that you are using. Otherwise you can give star and use it for learning purpose. But when you are developing real project, then it's better you import only those classes which you need. Don't import entire package. So it means the classes that you are not using also you want them in your program. So one error is gone. So you have to import this package. Then next, one more error. What is this? Unreported exception, file not found must be caught. So I should handle an exception. So okay, I will write on inside try and catch block. This entire line I will write on inside try and catch block. So I have handled an exception. This is inside try block and this is catch. I am handling file not found exception. So rest of the code I have to write on inside this try block. I will write it inside because I am creating an object inside this try block only. So I will use it here. Now next thing, I want to write down something in a file. So I will first of all take a string str learn Java programming. learn Java programming. This is what I am going to store it in a file. Now, how to store this in a file? See, FOS, FileOutputStream. FOS, what are the methods? Close equals flush, get channel class. See, flush is a method of output stream. I have shown you this one, right? Now get channel, get class, leave this. Hash code, notify all, toString. Okay, write. Yes, okay. So write methods. So I have shown you there are different versions of write method. See, first write method, this one, the one highlighted now. This is, it will take 1 byte. Actually, it takes integer. So we give byte. So that will get converted into integer because byte is a category of integer only. So it takes a byte. You can give a byte, or you can give an array of byte, or you can give an array of byte, and from that array you can give some offset and you can give the number of characters also. So I want which one? This byte, array of bytes. I will take this one. I want to write entire array of bytes. But where is an array of byte? I don't have array of bytes. So, but I have a string, right? So on that string, str.get bytes, this method is there, which returns array of bytes. On the right hand side, you can see here, it returns array of bytes. So I will give this, call this method. So this method will bring array of bytes out of this string. Learn Java programming will be converted into array of bytes, and that I am writing here. That's it. Now again there is an error here. What is that error? Unreported exception IO must be called or declared or to be thrown. So I must handle one more exception. So, and that exception is IO exception. IO exception is a parent class for most of the exceptions. So I should catch it in the last block. So I will write IO exception E. Then this also I will print it. So I have handled one more exception. So this error is gone. So 2 exceptions I am handling. Now this will write down in a file, right? So this will write in a file. Then I will say fos.close, file will be closed. So after using the resources, it's better to close the resource. So that's all. Just a 3-4 line program, nothing else. There is something underlined in yellow. I will take the cursor there. So it is giving me a suggestion that convert to try with resources. So this NetBeans is giving me a suggestion that if you want, you can convert this code to try with resources. Why it is saying that? Because I have taken the reference as well as created an object only inside try block. So it means this resource is being used only inside the try block. So better go for try with resources. Okay, I will try it after some time. But first of all, I will run the program. Execute it. Nothing. I am not printing anything, and even I did not get any exception. So nothing is printed on the screen. But let us go to the folder and give the command dir. Oh, I got a file, that is test.txt. What is there in the file? I will clear the screen, then I will say type test.txt. You can see this contents are there. So it has written that content inside this test.txt file. If you go to my computer and double click on that, it will open in the notepad. You can check it in notepad also. So this is how we can save the contents in a file. Now I will do one thing, delete t star. I have deleted the file. Now I don't have that file. I have a folder called test. That is a different thing, leave it. So I don't have test.txt file. Now I will go back to the program. See, I have written all the bytes together here. I will show you another method. See, I will take a byte array b, and to this I will say str.get bytes. So I got all the bytes. Now I have all the bytes in an array. I will write all these bytes one by one in a file by using a loop. So this is another method. I have used write method which has written all the bytes. Now byte by byte I will write down. So for each loop byte x from array b, then I will write down only x. See, I am modifying the code instead of typing the code once again. So let me explain. See, I have a string. That string is converted into array of bytes, and I got a array of bytes with a reference B. Now for that array, I have a for each loop which is taking all the elements one by one by letter X, and it is writing 1 byte at a time in a file. So this should also work. Let us try and see. I don't have a file. I have deleted it, right? Finished. Go back to this folder. Say dir. I got a test.txt file. So type test.txt. I have the same thing back again. Once again, I will show you, clear the screen. Now learn Java programming. It is still copied there. So by taking 1 byte at a time also you can do. Okay. Again, I will delete it. Del t star dot star. Okay. Now dir file is gone. Let us go back to the program. Now I will show you what does it mean by offset. So we have one more method, FileOutputStream.write, so which will take byte array B, and I will give the offset. So I have to give the beginning index. So I want to copy only Java programming. So what is the index of J? Learn is 5. So 0 to 4, fourth index, N is at fourth index, space is as fifth index, and then J is at sixth index. So I should give 6. Then I have to give the length. How many letters I want? I want all the letters, that is -6. So I should say str.length means entire length of a string -6, because from 0 to 6 already I have copied. So string length -6. Now let us run the program. Yes, execute it. Let us go to command prompt, dir. Yes, this test.txt is created. Then I will clear the screen and type test.txt. Yes, Java programming. I got a part of a string. So from the byte array, which was having learn Java programming, we have taken part of a byte array. So this is how we can use write methods, various write methods. Now the last thing I will do, I will use try with resources. So first of all, I will write on complete string, that is learn Java programming. So I will use this method write B. Then here, if I keep the cursor there and alt enter, then it has given me options here. Convert to try with resources. So it is converted to try with resources. See, this entire thing has become a part of try block, and exception handling is done by this outer try block. So my try block is as it is. So it is handled by outer try block. And if at all I want to throw exception, so I can say here, throws all possible exceptions. So if I give that, then I don't need this try, and I don't need these catch blocks, right? If at all you want to avoid them, but it's not a good practice, but the code will be a little simple. So it's easy to read and understand. See, if exception handling is mixed in the code, then it is little difficult to read the code. So you have to read in between the lines. For giving the demonstration, I prefer avoiding exception handling. So I usually use throws exception. So now how many lines are there? Try with resources, 1 line. Then string is another line. Then get bytes and write. So just in 4 lines we are doing our work. So I am writing entire string, so I will run the program once again. So it will write down learn Java programming inside this file. So if I clear the screen and type test.txt, you can see learn Java programming, complete thing is there. Now back to the program. So that's all with file output stream. Now I want to convert the same program for reading. I will not open a new project or write a separate program. I will modify the same thing. So for reading from the file, I will show it in a next video because the video is becoming lengthy. So let us learn about FileInputStream, how to read the contents of a file in next video. Now we will learn about FileInputStream, how to read the data from a file. Already in the previous video I have shown you how to write down the data inside a file. Because the topic is lengthy, so I have broken into 2 videos. So if you have not seen previous video, go and watch it. So now I am going to just modify the same program. This is the program I have written in previous video. I will not type the complete program once again. I will just modify it and make it for file input stream. So let us make changes for reading from the file. So what I will do is, instead of file output stream, I will just change it to file input stream. See, I am changing the name, file input stream. Reference name FIS. Now this write is not there. Okay, leave it. Now the program is converted for reading from the file, and it is the same file. I want the same file, yes. But now I don't have to write, so I will not take this. I will remove this. Then, how to read from the file? I will remove these lines. So this is enough. Try with resources. File input stream is opening a file, test.txt. Now the first thing, I should read something from a file. So file input stream dot, what are the methods available? So again, mark supported, read methods are there, read all bytes, read n bytes, reset, skip, okay, skip n bytes. So this n bytes is a new method which is similar to reading all n bytes only, but it is more strict than the previous one. So skip n bytes, skip is there. So as I have to read, I will call this method read array of bytes. I should have an array of byte. Then I can mention its name here. So first of all, I will create an array of byte. So byte b array, assign new byte. What should be the size? The size of this byte array should be equal to the contents of the file. So the contents, we have a string like learn Java programming. So whatever the size, we want that much size. So how to know the size? Shall I open the file and count the number of bytes in that? No. I have a file input stream dot available is the method. This will give me how many bytes are available in that one. So I will create an byte array equal to the available number of bytes inside file input stream. So I have taken an array, object is created. Then that is given to this file input stream read method, which will read all the bytes from a file and it will store it in this array. And yes, the array is having that much capacity. Now this byte array, I will convert it into a string str assign new string, and to this I'll give this byte array. Now I have str, that is a string. So I will print the string now. System.out.println that str I will print. That's it. So this will read from the file and it will print. Let us run. Yes, I got a message, learn Java programming. This is coming from the file. See, from the file it is coming inside byte array, it is reading here. Then from the byte array I made it as a string. Then system.out.println I am printing it. This is how we can read the data from a file input stream. Now I will show you other methods. So I will remove this entire thing. I will show you one more method. I will read the bytes from a file letter by letter. So I will take a integer variable x. Now I will read byte by byte from a file and I will also print it. So for that I will use do while loop. Okay, why not while loop? I will show you. So x assign file input stream dot read. So I will read it byte. So actually it will read a code, ASCII code of a byte and keep it in that integer variable x. Then I will also print it system.out.println, but I have to print it as a character. So I will typecast it as character and then print. So this is better. And I will not use ln, which will push the content to the next line. So just print. That's it. Now while, how long I should read it? What is the end of the file? When the file ends, it will be -1. So x is not equal to -1. Okay. This is sufficient. Now this will read a byte and it will display it as a character. That as ASCII code is converted into character and displayed, then it will continue as long as x is not -1. Let us print this. Learn Java programming and box. Also I got a box. What is this box? Some symbol is displayed here. Oh, when it is -1 also it is printing, then it is checking that it is -1. So it is stopping. Okay. So it is printing -1 also, that is looking like a box. because there is no symbol for code -1. Yes. So what I should do, I should give a condition here that this printing should be done if x is not equal to -1. Okay, this when x is not equal to -1, then only print, otherwise don't print. So the system.out.println will be inside this condition. Now I will not get a box. Yes, learn Java programming. After G, I don't have any other symbol, right? Okay, this is perfect. So there is one more method using while loop. Also we do it like this. While we read the value here only, x assign FileInputStream dot read, and then and there we will check not equal to -1. So we don't have to enter in and then read. So inside this we will simply print this value that we are reading, x, and we don't need this condition. Do while loop is gone. So this is one of the common method found. Okay, in textbooks you will find the code like this, which will read here inside while itself. Now it is the same thing. If I run, you can find it out. Yes, learn Java programming. I am not getting any special symbol after G. So this is about file input and output stream. So first I have shown you output, then I have shown you input. Now I said that reader and writer are similar only. Only the thing is they work on character type, but here for the file they work in a similar way. So I will just convert this name FileInputStream to FileReader, and here also I will convert FileInputStream to FileReader. So that's it. There are no changes required. I have from FileInputStream, I have just changed it to FileReader. So I will change the reference also, FileReader FR. So here also FileReader FR. So everything is same. So FileReader, if I show you the methods, yes, same methods are there. Just the difference is it is taking a character. But I am reading it as an integer so that I can compare it with -1. So I am typecasting and printing it. Will it work? Let us run and see. Yes, it is working. See, so much flexibility. So if you know about FileInputStream, so you automatically know about FileReader also, with some minor changes, like this is reading a character. So easy. So Java is vast, but it is easy to learn and remember, because if you understand the pattern, then you can remember a lot of things. So that's it. Let us stop here because I have to show you FileWriter also. So you do it now. I have shown you that FileReader is same as FileInputStream. So FileWriter is same as FileOutputStream. So already I have finished showing FileOutputStream. So while doing that, you change it to FileWriter and try it. So write down this program and try it by yourself. So that's all in this video.
In this challenge, you have to perform two simple tasks. So the first task is copying the data of one file into another file. Copying the data from one file to another file. So suppose there is one file called source.txt, and in this something is written like say Java or test file, whatever you like you can write it, but write everything in capital letters. Alright, so there is one file called source1.txt, and that is having everything in capital letters. So you can open Notepad and you can create a file, and in that you can type something in capital letters and you can save it in the project folder of NetBeans. So this is a existing file. Then you have to write a Java program to copy all these contents from this file into other file. You can give any name. I am giving the name as source2.txt. You have to copy all those contents, but you have to copy in lower cases. Java test file. Copy everything in lowercase. That's it. This is a simple task. So you have to read from one file and copy the content in another file as it is, all the contents, but the cases are changed from uppercase to lowercase. So as a hint I can give you, you have to use FileInputStream for reading from this file, and you have to open a FileOutputStream for writing into this file. And how to change the cases, you should know that capital letter cases, that ranges, ASCII codes range from 65 to 90, and lower cases are from 97 to 122. So this is the range of ASCII codes of capital letters and small letters, uppercase and lowercase. So write down this program, pause this video and try to write down the program by yourself. Otherwise, you can continue watching. I will be showing you the code for this task. Then I will explain you next task. First you complete this task and then I will talk about next task. Pause the video and try it. Here I have a program for copying data from one file to another file. See, FileInputStream, I am opening a file called source1.txt and FileOutputStream opening a file called source2.txt. When you're using FileInputStream, the file must be already existing. Otherwise, file not found exception, right? So exceptions I am throwing away here. I am not writing try and catch here. Just to make the code simple, I am throwing exceptions. It's not a good practice. You should try and catch. But just to help you understand the code, I am doing this. Now next, FileOutputStream. When you use FileOutputStream, then if the file is not existing also, it will create the file. So two files are there, source1.txt and source2.txt. Then I have taken a variable b here. Then I am reading the data from the file using FileInputStream, and it will read and store the data in b. It will read until it reaches -1. So Java doesn't recognize end of file marker, but if there is no byte left, it will return -1. So read until you get -1. Okay, and if that b is lying in between 65 to 90, means it is in capital letters. So add 32 to make it lowercase letters. Else, if it is not within this range, then simply copy that character, whatever it be, copy it. At the end, I am closing both the files. Let us look at this source1 first of all. Then we will run the program. Then we will see source2. See, I have source1.txt. If you look at this file, I have written something like Java programming language, test file, copy data from one file to another, everything in capitals. Alright. Now let us run the program. There is only one file present here in NetBeans folder inside the same project. Right? I have given the project name as Student Challenge IO1. Alright. So in that project folder, this file is there. Let us run the program. Program executed. There is no output here because I am not printing anything. Let us go to the folder of NetBeans project and see what is the file created, whether the file is created or not. Yes, source2 is created. So this is source2 and everything is in lower cases. See, everything is in lower cases. Spaces and new line, they are not changed because I was changing only if it is an alphabet. 65 to 90, then only I was changing the case. That's it. So content of one file are copied into another file, not as it is, but just by changing the cases. Now let's look at next task. Now you have to write one program which will have two source files, source1.txt and source2.txt. Just now we created this one. So one is having everything in uppercase, other one is having same thing in lower cases. You have to copy the contents of this file in another file, that is destination.txt. After copying all the contents of source 1, you have to copy the contents of source 2. So you have to copy the contents of two files into a single file. You don't have to merge. You just have to append the contents of second source file after the contents of source file 1. So first source, then second source file. So you have to write a Java program for this one. So you have to use two file input streams for two files and one file output stream for destination.txt file. Then how do you combine such that after completing this one, it should start reading the data from this one? So for that, I'll give you a hint that there is a Java class called as sequence input stream. So you have to use this class, which will take two file input stream and read the data from them one after another. Once the first stream has finished, it will start reading the data from second stream. And this will open these files and it will copy the content into destination. So pause the video and write a program. After that, if you want help, you can continue watching. I will be showing you the code. Yeah, here is the program. I have two file input streams, FIS1 and FIS2 for source 1 and source 2 files. Then one file output stream, that is destination.txt. Then I'm taking sequence input stream. Sequence input stream, to that I'm attaching file input stream 1 and file input stream 2. So this will read the data from FIS1 first. If it has finished, then it will start reading the data from second one. So we will be reading using that is sequence input stream dot read until it becomes -1. So when it will become -1, once it has finished reading from second file, not after first file. After second file, it will become -1. So I'm reading it and writing inside file output stream. Let us look at files once. See, I have two files in this folder, that is source1.txt, everything in capital letters, source2.txt, everything in small letters. Now I should get one more file here, that is destination.txt. Let's run the program. Program is executed. Let us go to folder. Yes, I got a file that is destination.txt. If I open it, you can find that this is the content from first file and this is the content from second file. So that's all. Hope you have done this simple task by yourself. If you have not done it, then at least now you can type program, write the program by yourself. And also you will find attachment in the resources. This program you will find it in resources. That's all in this video.